tutorial on how to do your base, highlight, and contour with Creme makeup. This is mascara makeup. It's very blendable and you will find it very easy and forgiving to use. Start out with the buffy brush, the larger end, and tap it into your main all over highlight color. This is going to allow you to press it and move it around. You'll only need a little bit at a time, as this brush is very dense and will give you some very good coverage without a lot of product on your brush. You really want to kind of dab and tap and press it into your skin. You can build coverage with this type of makeup by going back and grabbing some more. You will see sometimes people put an excessive amount of makeup on to get a lot of coverage, or a very small amount of makeup on to get really minimal coverage. This is entirely up to you with this makeup. I'm going for a light to medium coverage that really just looks like second skin. Again, you're just pressing it into the areas without a lot of rubbing. Your final blend will come later, so don't worry if everything is perfect. Now we're going to go in with the contour hack brush, and we're going to grab a little of our darkest color. We're going to shoot for just under the cheekbone. Actually, you can feel for your cheekbone and be kind of on it and under it. You don't want to get too low because you don't want to drag your face down. This is going to create a shadow, which is going to lift your cheekbone up. It narrows your face and it gives you sort of a face lift. You don't want to bring this past the center of your eye. So this is really from where the little bend in your ear is to the center of your eye. I'm going to take that same tone, that contour tone, and do on my forehead. This narrows and hides some width on your forehead. Again, along the jawline. This is going to create a very contoured jawline with the illusion of a nice thin neck and a defined jaw. Make sure you get that center section under. I'm going to use the side of that brush and again dab into the contour color and make two lines on the center top of the nose. Now if you're really doing it on the side, you're not really thinning the top of your nose. So you really need to be at the top but leave a light strip in the middle. You can just use the extra at the very end. And then if you go under your lip with the dark tone again, it gives a plumping effect to the lower lip. Quick and easy way to get plumped lips. Now I'm going to go back to that buffy brush and I'm going to go to that smaller end and I'm going to pick up my lightest shade, which is my light highlight color. We're working on lightening the center of our face. That's a nice youthful look, and we want to cover up any of those little lines that get dark and along our cheekbone, underneath the eye, and along the edges of the nose. Really a pie shape, triangular shape. Again, dabbing and pressing a little in the center of the forehead and then in the center of the chin for that light effect all down the center of our face. Now I'm going to go to the larger end of that buffy brush. I'm not cleaning it off. I'm just going back and dabbing it in a nude cheek color. The colors here are for cheek and lips. They also can be used as a eyeshadow. But again, you're all cream, so everything is going to blend together. I'm going to do the lower outer apple of my cheek and along the top of that contour line. Those two are just going to blend together. Now I'm using my blender sponge and it's wet and squeezed out and I'm just dabbing to blend those tones together. We're not trying to get rid of the areas that we did. We're just trying to blur the lines a little bit. And I do this mostly by pressing in. A damp sponge will pick up a little bit of product. If your sponge is too wet, it's going to pick up too much. Take a tiny bit of that highlight color and go along the bridge of my nose. I lost a little of that brightness in the center. I'm just going to put it back and blend it out. Again, don't overblend. You're not trying to lose the work you put in here. Cream is very blendable. Now we're going to add a bronzer just for some summer glow. We're going to use the B squared brush, the large end, and tap into our cream bronzer. This is Bella bronzer. Spread it around where the sun would hit you. And then just buff it gently with that fluffy side of the brush. Cream over cream blends really well, and you won't have to worry about any area getting cakey or stuck the way you do when you powder bronze. Now we're going to take our finger and just use it to apply our lipstick. This is the same nude color I used on my cheeks. A brush is really good for this too, and you can also line. But remember, we're keeping it to the basics here. Now if you'd like to add just a little bit of glow, take your sponge, still damp, and put it into your illuminator. Brush that along the top of your cheekbone and just a dab on the tip of your nose. This is just going to give you a nice illumination as you move in lights or sunlight. Just a nice awake look. Now you want to set everything so it doesn't go anywhere with setting spray. You can, by the way, use this setting spray both before and after your makeup application for a stronger staying power. I like to dab mine in, press it into my makeup with my sponge.